we need to get young, or at least youngish writers, intellectuals, leaders from other African countries to come together. I hope that this broadcast reaches more than Ethiopians. I am hoping that they will watch this and they'll reach out to me and connect, because if you're out there, I want to hear from you. And let me explain why. People still talk about the No More movement, but let's face it, it's not what it was and is practically on life support. Two of its founders got kicked off Twitter, and you see the slogan, but not much else in terms of initiative, except for a personality cult and demagoguery by one person. And I'm not trying to be cruel, but this is the fact. Social media went out of its way to try to kill the movement. And who runs Twitter? Who runs Facebook? They're run by American corporations, which means that when we are trying to do our own messages, we are fighting on the battlefield owned by the enemy, which works with U.S. security interests. That is a fact. It's been shown by Western reporters as well. The other problem, too, is that the No More movement was organized along the model of the Black Lives Matter movement, which means that it franchised out so that everybody could do their own thing in separate cities. And that was fine, but it didn't allow for the momentum built, and then it sort of dissipated. We need something new. Now, the thing is, what they've done, and they also attacked the No More movement. People like William Fungus Davison and others attacked it as being some kind of outgrowth of the Ethiopian government. I happen to know that's a damn lie, because I happen to know all three founders, at least two of them I've had multiple conversations with. I happen to know the allies. So they want to try to demonize anything that is a social movement that would just be Ethiopian. How do we fight this? Well, let's see them try to fight an entire continent, because that is what is at stake. The message has to come through that if you attack one, you attack the family of Africa. And we have to organize this now. And I have some thoughts in terms of tactics. I have some thoughts in terms of how we can get around their social media tactics that they're putting on us. My Twitter account is screwed with by Twitter. I'm not allowed to go any higher than a certain part. Other accounts can say the same thing. They take away the followers or scoop up where you're going and minimize your tweets so that you're not reaching as many people. And they've done this right across the board to pro-Ethiopia accounts. Well, I've thought of a few ways around that, and I've thought of a few things that we can do. But first, I'm not an organizer. I'm just a hack writer who writes books, novels and history books. What I want to do is reach out to these other and writers, people like Micah Shabala, people who are in the same vein, all kinds of political figures, and let's talk, because we need to build this network now across the continent, and make it a fight. And when I get them, I will explain in a private closed session what we can do and how we can. I hope that you will find me. I'm under Jeff Propulsion on Twitter. I write on Medium. I write on Substack. We need to free Africa from the West's agenda now. And now is the time, because they will do this again. They will play these games again of interfering with social media posts, and demonizing whoever speaks against the mainstream media narrative. We have to fight back. Please help. Please help Ethiopia now. Reach out to me and let's talk.